The man rips the bamboo slip from your hands, and they called him the tax collector. "This proves nothing," he says. His voice cuts across the government office. Every brush stops moving. Clerks look up. Guards turn. The room goes silent. Your sandals are caked in mud. Your clothes still smell like smoke from your flooded village. Your hands are shaking so badly you can barely hide them. But you do not step back, because your father is trapped in a labor camp. Your family's fields are destroyed. Your village is drowning in debt. And the man standing in front of you is lying. The tax collector leans close. "Are you telling me," he says, "that a dirty farm child understands government records better than I do? One wrong answer could ruin your family forever." Then you hear it. Voices outside. Not one voice. Dozens. Farmers, merchants, workers, mothers holding hungry children. People who have lost food, land, money, and family because of men like him. For the first time, the tax collector's face changes. He looks afraid. And in that moment, you understand something. You did not come here to become powerful. You came here to make the truth impossible to ignore. But how did you get here? How did a poor farm child from a tiny village end up standing against a government official? To understand that, we have to go back. Back before the crowd. Back before the stolen records. Back before the flood. Back to the morning your life changed. Imagine waking up before sunrise. Not because your alarm goes off. Not because your phone buzzes. Because a rooster is screaming outside your door, your little brother is kicking you in his sleep, and your mother is already calling your name. You open your eyes. There is no soft bed, no electric light, no bathroom, no fridge, no school bus, no internet, no sneakers, no cereal. You are lying on a straw mat inside a mud brick house. Smoke from last night's fire hangs in the air. Your clothes feel rough against your skin. Your feet are cold. Outside, pigs grunt, chickens scratch, and people are already working. You are not in the modern world anymore. You are in ancient China. And if you want to survive, you need to learn the rules fast. Because here, one bad harvest can starve your family. One angry official can destroy your future. One mistake on the road can get you robbed. And one dream, if you are brave enough to chase it, can take you farther than anyone expects. You are 13 years old. You live in a small farming village during the Han Dynasty, more than 2,000 years ago. Your family is poor. Most families are. Your house is made from earth, wood, and straw. In winter, cold wind slips through the walls. In summer, insects fill the air. When it rains too much, the floor turns to mud. When it does not rain enough, the crops die. Every morning, you wake before the sun. First, you carry water. The bucket is heavy. The path is long. Your shoulders ache before breakfast. Then you feed the animals. Then you help your father in the fields. Some families grow rice, but your village grows millet and wheat. The work never really ends. Your hands are always dirty. Your back hurts. Your stomach is rarely full. Most days you eat grain, vegetables, and maybe a little meat if your family is lucky. Meat is not normal. Sweet food is almost never seen. If you complain, your grandmother gives you one look. That look means, be quiet and eat. In this world, family is everything. You respect your parents. You obey your elders. You honor your ancestors. You do not bring shame to your family name. You have heard it your whole life. Work hard, your father says. Respect the family, your mother says. Do not bring shame, your grandmother says. But you have a secret. You want more. You want to read. Today, that may not sound like a dangerous dream. Words are everywhere now. Signs, screens, books, messages, games. But in ancient China, reading is power. Most farmers cannot read government records. They know the land, they know the seasons, they know hunger, they know survival. But they do not know the written characters used by officials and scholars. You first saw writing when a government official came to your village. He carried bamboo slips tied together with string. On them were neat black marks. To everyone else, they were just lines. To you, they looked like tiny doors into another world. The official could read taxes, write orders, speak to powerful men, control what happened to families like yours. You watched him and thought, if I could read, maybe I could become more than a farmer. So at night, you practice in secret. You use a stick to draw characters in the dirt. Your friend May teaches you the few characters she knows from her uncle, who once worked for a scholar. Sun, moon, river, person, field. Each character feels like a picture and a puzzle at the same time. You love it. But learning is not easy. Your father needs you in the fields. Your family needs food. Paper is expensive. Brushes and ink are not for poor children. And free time barely exists. Still, you dream. You dream of becoming a scribe. A scribe writes records. A scribe helps officials. A scribe understands laws, taxes, messages, and history. To you, that sounds like freedom. But dreams are fragile in ancient China, and yours is about to be crushed. One afternoon, dark clouds gather over the village. At first, everyone is thankful. Rain means crops. Crops mean food. Food means survival. But then the rain does not stop. It falls for hours, then a full day, then another. The river begins to rise. Your father stands outside, staring at the water. His face is tight. That is when you get scared. By night, the river breaks over the bank. Water rushes into the fields. People scream. Animals panic. Families grab baskets, tools, and children and run for higher ground. You grab your little brother and pull him through the mud. Cold water climbs around your legs. Your mother screams your name. Your father shoves open a gate to free the animals. The whole night becomes rain, darkness, and shouting. When morning comes, the fields are gone. The young plants are buried under water and mud. No one says what everyone is thinking. No crops means no food. No food means debt. And taxes still have to be paid. A week later, the tax collector arrives. He wears clean clothes. He has guards. He carries records no one in your village can read. He says your family still owes grain to the government. Your father bows. The flood took our harvest, he says. The tax collector does not care. Rules are rules. If your family cannot pay, someone must work. Your father is ordered to join a labor group repairing a road far away. It could take months. He could come home sick, or not come home at all. That night, your mother sits by the fire without speaking. Your little brother cries. Your grandmother whispers prayers to the ancestors. You feel something burning in your chest. Anger, fear, and one question you cannot escape. What good is a dream if you cannot even protect your family? The next morning, May runs to you. Her uncle is traveling to the county town with a merchant group. They are carrying cloth, salt, and tools. The town has officials, record keepers, shops, maybe someone who can check the tax records. If the tax collector lied, May says, a real official might help. The journey is dangerous. The county town is far away. Roads are unsafe. Bandits hide in lonely places. Soldiers stop travelers. Wild animals roam near forests and hills. And you are just a farm child. But this may be your only chance. If you can prove the tax collector took too much, your father might come home. Your mother says no. You are a child. You look at her. I am old enough to work the field, you say. Then I am old enough to help. Your grandmother gives you a small cloth pouch filled with dried grain cakes. For the road, she says. Then she places her hand on your head. Remember who you are. You tie your sandals, you take a bamboo tube for water, and you follow the merchant group out of the village. For the first time in your life, you walk beyond the hills you have always known. The road feels endless. Ox carts creak beside you. Dust sticks to your face, your feet blister, your stomach growls. You pass fields, rivers, villages, and graves beside the road. You see soldiers marching with spears, traders leading animals packed with goods, mothers carrying babies, old men leaning on sticks. Ancient China is bigger than you ever imagined. At night, the travelers sleep near the road. They make a small fire and eat simple food. The merchant tells stories about cities with huge walls, markets filled with spices, and roads that stretch west toward deserts and faraway lands. You listen with wide eyes. Then he looks at you. You want to be a scribe? You nod. He gives a small laugh, not cruelly. Then learn this first. Words can open doors, but they can also close them. You do not understand. Not yet. The next day, you reach the county town. To you, it feels like another world. Walls, gates, soldiers, shops, carts, beggars, cooks, animals, shouting sellers. The smell hits you first. Smoke, sweat, food, waste, hot dust, all mixed together. You see silk cloth, bronze mirrors, fish, noodles, wooden toys, medicine herbs, and inkstones. Then you see the government office. Your heart starts pounding. This is where records are kept. This is where someone might help you. But getting inside is not easy. The guard at the gate looks at your dirty clothes and laughs. Go home, farm child. You try to explain. He turns away. For 2 days, you wait outside the office. You watch people enter, merchants, landowners, messengers, men in fine robes. Not farmers. Not children like you. Your food runs low. At night, you sleep near the merchant carts. You are cold, hungry, embarrassed, but you refuse to leave. On the third day, an old scholar drops a bundle of bamboo slips. They scatter across the ground. People step around him. No one helps. You run forward and gather the slips carefully. The old man notices the dirt marks on your fingers. Characters? He asks. Only a few, you say. He points to one slip. Read that. You stare at the marks. You do not know all of them, but you know some. Field, you say slowly. Grain? Tax. The scholar raises one eyebrow. Who taught you? A friend. And why are you here? So you tell him everything. The flood, the tax collector, your father, the records no one in your village can read. The scholar listens without interrupting. Then he says 2 words. Come tomorrow. For the first time since leaving home, you feel hope. The scholar's name is Master Shen. He is not rich, but he has learning. He once worked with records and knows how officials think. He lets you sweep his small room in exchange for lessons. You learn how records are made. You learn numbers. You learn how grain taxes are counted. You learn why every mark matters. A wrong mark can cost a family food. A false number can send a man away. And then Master Shen teaches you something painful. The world does not change just because you are right. You need proof. You need patience. You need courage at the right moment. For several days, you copy simple characters. Your hand cramps, your lines shake, the ink smears. Master Shen makes you start over again and again. Slow is smooth, he says. Smooth is clear, can be trusted. You begin to change. You are still scared. But fear is no longer in charge. You are still poor. But poor does not mean powerless. You are still young. But you start seeing things others miss. Then one evening, Master Shen finds something strange. The tax list from your village shows more grain than the flooded fields could have grown. The numbers are impossible. Someone added extra debt. Your hands go cold. The tax collector lied. Master Shen agrees to help you speak to the county official. The next morning, you wash your face. You fix your hair. You put on the cleanest clothes you have. You hold the copied numbers in both hands. This is it. If the official listens, your father may come home. At the government office, the same guard blocks you again. But this time, Master Shen steps forward. This child is with me. The guard lets you pass. Inside, clerks sit with brushes and records. Officials speak in low voices. You feel like everyone is staring at your muddy sandals. You meet a clerk and show him the numbers. The clerk frowns. This should be reviewed. You almost smile. It is working. The truth is finally being seen. Then the tax collector walks in. His face changes the second he sees you. What is this child doing here? He demands. The clerk explains. The tax collector laughs. A farmer's child thinks they understand records? He snatches the copied slip from your hand. This is not official, he says. This is nothing. Then he turns to the clerk. Are you going to trust a dirty village child over a government tax man? The room goes silent. You feel small again. Very small. That night, everything falls apart. Master Shen's room is searched. The copied records disappear. The merchant group says they are leaving in the morning. If you do not go with them, you may have no safe way home. Then worse news arrives. A traveler from your village says your father has become sick at the labor camp. You sit alone behind the market. For the first time, you think about giving up. Maybe the tax collector is too powerful. Maybe poor children are not meant to fight men with seals, guards, and official robes. Maybe your dream was foolish. You think of your father coughing on a cold road. You think of your mother trying to feed the family. You think of the ruined fields. And you hate yourself for not being stronger. Master Shen finds you there. I failed, you say. The old man sits beside you. No, he says. You learned what kind of wall you are facing. You look up. What wall? The wall between truth and power. You say nothing. Master Shen points toward the government office. Power can hide truth for a while, but it fears one thing. What? Many people seeing the truth at the same time. That is when you understand. You thought becoming a scribe meant escaping your village. You thought writing was a ladder. If you climbed high enough, you could leave mud, hunger, and hard work behind. But writing is not just for officials. Writing can protect people. Numbers can tell the truth. Records can prove what happened. Stories can make sure the poor are not forgotten. You do not need to become powerful to matter. You need to be brave enough to use what you know. You remember your grandmother's words. Remember who you are. You are a farmer's child. You know the fields. You know the flood. You know the people who lost everything. And now you know enough writing to show the lie, but you need more than one copied record. You need witnesses. You need the whole village. Before sunrise, you run to the merchant group. You beg them to carry a message home. But you do not write a long letter. You cannot. Instead, you draw a simple map. You mark the day of the flood. You mark the ruined fields. You mark the families charged too much grain. Master Shen helps make the marks clear. The merchant agrees to carry it. Then you do something dangerous. You go to the market where everyone can hear you. And you start asking questions out loud. Who else paid extra tax after a flood? At first, people ignore you. Then one woman stops. Our village did. Then an old man speaks. So did ours. Then another farmer, and another. Soon, people are gathering around you. Different villages, same story. Flooded fields, impossible taxes, labor punishments, families broken apart. Master Shen brings them together. By afternoon, a crowd forms outside the government office. Not a mob. Witnesses, Farmers, traders, laborers, mothers, sons, daughters, people with the same truth. The county official cannot ignore them all. This time, you are not alone. The official orders the records to be checked. The tax collector tries to laugh again, but his voice is weak now. Clerks bring out the real tax slips. Master Shen points to the numbers. You point to the flood dates. The farmers speak one by one. The lie becomes too big to hide. At last, the official slams his hand on the table. The tax collector is removed. The extra debt is canceled, and the labor order for your father is ended. 2 weeks later, your father comes home. He is thin, tired, coughing, but alive. When he steps into the village, your little brother runs to him first, then your mother, then you. For a moment, no one speaks. Your father pulls you close. I heard what you did, he says. You wait for a lecture. Maybe he will say you were reckless. Maybe he will say you should have stayed home. Instead, he says, you honored this family. You feel tears in your eyes, but you try to hide them. The village is still poor. The flood damage is still real. The fields still need work. Life does not become easy just because one bad man is gone. But something has changed.